In November of 2025, John Andrews released his third book called The Fundamentals of Our Faith. His original intent in writing the book was to use it as a resource for those who had just established a new relationship with Jesus through the life of our ministry. However, as he was writing, God burdened his heart for a second use, to use it in the church with believers who've been walking with Jesus for years. Because no matter how long you've been a Christian, it's never too late to work on the fundamentals of our faith. After churches began to walk through the fundamentals, God amazed us with a new use for the book.
I started a small group with these four guys and invited Greg and a couple other guys to join us as well. And it wasn't long after that John Andrews had come out with this book, and he introduced it to me, and I was like, man, that would be perfect for my guys. And so we started doing this book in our group, and they enjoyed it. We're getting a lot out of it. I was getting a lot out of it. And closer to the end of the book, it was the message was understand the power of your story. So I was going around the room and just asking all my guys, okay, here's what your story looks like. Your life before Christ, how you came to Christ, and your life since knowing Jesus. And so I was just asking them, I was asking all of them, tell me those 3 points. And so I got to Greg.
You know, I didn't have the answers that were needed as far as understand the power of your story. You know, I knew I had a story, knew I had a backstory, but I didn't have the front part. I didn't have, I didn't have the correct answers. And that night, it switched from, understand the power of your story to this night is going to be your story. There was no moment that I could pinpoint that.
Yeah.
There was no, there was no moment where it's just totally letting go.
Yeah. Now you'd been in church and you had religion.
Oh, absolutely.
But there was never that specific moment where you had accepted Christ. And I asked you, I said, man, you want to take care of this right now? And that night, in that chair, you gave your life to Christ.
Yes, sir.
It's one of the greatest moments that I've been a part of in a small group, man. We just want to say thanks for writing the book, man. It was the conduit that got Greg to the feet of Jesus.